Good day, Orteans. Your lecturer for today is Dr. Christian Pascual, top 1 in the August 2010 Criminologists Licensure examination. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button to receive the latest updates. Take it away, Christian.
All right. Emotional aspect is one of the aspects of a person's behavior. Alin daw dyan yung best describe your emotional aspect? Diba? Tanggalin mo na yung letter A because that's your intellectual aspect, diba? Yung way of thinking, reasoning, solving problems, processing information, coping with the environment, diba? So that is your intellectual aspect. I think you also have to remove letter C, no? People, interaction, or social relationship with other people. That is your social aspect of your behavior. So, some of you answered D, a lot of you answered B. The correct answer is B. And so, you talk about your feelings, your moods, your temper, your strong motivational force, then that's what you call your emotional aspect. And napaka-importante na strong yung emotional aspect nyo, hindi lang intellectual aspect ngayon na nagpe-prepare kayo for the board exam. Kasi, you know, sometimes hindi lang yan, hindi lang yan talino di ba? Sometimes iti-test din ng preparation for the board exam kung gaano kayo katibay emotionally, no? Sometimes kaya mo naman palang mag-top, kaya mo naman palang pumasa, pero nawalan ka ng, you know, parang na-dishearten ka, gano'n, at some point, di ba? Kung ano-ano pumapasok na feeling sa utak mo na na-depress ka tuloy, di ba? So, nawalan ka ng motivation to push through and to study well, kahit kaya mo naman. And kaya naman, all of you can do it, no? Letter D, some of you answered letter D, that's your moral aspect, your concept of what is bad and what is good, what is right and what is wrong. Yan. Yung morality mo, moral aspect. Sabi dito, yun din yung inyong conscience. Pero pagtatanungin mo sa Sigmund Freud, di ba, yung conscience mo, ang pangalan niya ay si super ego. If you still remember our discussion yesterday. Right, I hope that's clear. Let's move on. All right, sige, let's look at this question. Psychosexual aspect is the aspect of behavior that involves, ayan, so you cannot deny this, sabi nilang mga psychologists, di ba? Lahat tayo may psychosexual aspect, kahit sino ka pa. Di ba? As long as you are a human being, a normal human being, you have psychosexual aspect. And what is that? Your concept of being a man or a woman and the expression of love. Di ba? So, the correct answer here is letter A. Yan. So, syempre, malayo naman yung letter B, di ba? Letter B is ideology towards society and government. That's your political aspect. And so, and then letter C, interest towards something, your like and dislikes. Sinabi natin yan kanina, di ba? It is your attitudes, di ba? Your values, your attitudes. And letter C. And then letter D, the power of perception or thought or power of understanding. Again, that's your intellectual aspect. Intellectual aspect. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's look at this question. Now, there are three levels of a person's of behavior. Three levels of behavior of all beings on earth, hindi lang human beings. All beings on earth, be it animal, plants, diba, and human beings. So, the three levels are vegetative at the lower level, and then followed by animal, and at the peak will be your rational, otherwise known as your psyche. By the way, you pronounce that as psyche. And then, or simply your human behavior, or human level of behavior. But the one we're asking in this question is the animal level of behavior. What is it responsible for? Bawat level meron silang functions. Diba? But what about animal behavior? Yung letter A, nurturing and reproduction, and it's mostly found in plants. I think that gives you a clue already. And for human, that's for food and reproduction. Ang tawag dyan is the vegetative level of behavior. So, sorry sa mga sumagot ng letter A, but that's not the animal level of behavior. So, like plants, paano ba nila nina-nurture ang sarili nila, di ba? So, they nurture themselves through photosynthesis, diba? And then, how do they reproduce? Diba? Do they reproduce sexually just like human beings? Diba? No. Plants, sabi ba na puno ng nara, oy, puno ng akasya, come on, let's have sex. Hindi naman, di ba? Hindi naman ganun. They reproduce, instead of sexually, they reproduce, yung kabalikaran nun, asexually. Diba? So, you could see nangyayari is yung pollination, diba? Mga ganun. And, how, they bear fruits, diba? So they could produce on their own. They could reproduce on their own. And then human beings, of course, we eat, diba? We nurture ourselves by eating. Our young, they breastfeed from the mom, diba? We reproduce sexually, diba? Yan, sige. So letter A, that the power to nurture, reproduce, yan, that's what you call the vegetative level. And the letter B, movement, sensation, the power to move, the power to feel, sentient. Ang mga vegetables, yung mga plants, wala na to. Wala silang ganitong level, no? So they are not capable of feeling, diba? Or moving, diba? So ang tawag dyan is your animal behavior. And animal behavior includes your sex drives as well, diba? So yung sex drive pala natin is part of our animal behavior, no? Ating animalistic tendencies. And ang tawag dito, letter B. Kaya nga, some people, yung mga vegans and yung mga vegetarians, hindi sila kumakain ng animals kasi just like human beings daw, animals are sentient from the, di ba? They're sentient beings. They're capable of feeling. They're capable of experiencing pain. Diba? That's why they don't advocate eating them or killing them. And then letter C. Letter C is rational psyche or human behavior. Those are all the same. And it's what makes human beings as a species. By the way, species, it's always plural. It's always with IES, diba? Regardless kung isa lang yan or marami. Walang species. Walang word na ganun. It's species. So human species, what makes them unique is the third level of behavior, which is the rational psyche in human. And what makes us superior, probably, if you want to say it that way, among all beings on earth, because we have values, diba? We have morals. We know what is right, we know what is wrong. We are capable of reasoning, we are intellectual beings, diba? And we have the will, diba? The power of conscious, deliberate actions, diba? We can decide what we do with our life, diba? We have the will. And so the correct answer here is letter B.
If you want to learn more from him, take our Road to 1 Million challenge. If this channel hits 1 million subscribers, we will release the rest of his lectures. Or you can watch the rest of his lectures now by enrolling in Ortea Criminology Review. Just message us on our Facebook account for more details. See you soon, Orteans!